This presentation provides an overview of the Victorian Auditor-General's report, Local Government Assets, Asset Management and Compliance. Victoria's 79 councils control more than $102.1 billion in assets and infrastructure. Council assets typically include roads, bridges, footpaths, drains, libraries, town halls and recreational centres. Councils need to understand and manage their assets well, as they are integral to delivering high-quality services to their communities. Effective asset management includes collecting appropriate information and using it to make decisions on planning and managing assets. Councils need to collect information on their assets, such as their value, cost to operate, condition, maintenance, performance, risk, and utilisation. This audit assessed whether local councils accurately document infrastructure assets in their information systems and use this information in their asset management and planning. We did not audit large specialised assets, such as airports and landfills, as these are generally operated as separate business units and council asset teams do not manage them. We audited 5 councils of varying size and geography: Colac-Otway Shire Council, Darebin City Council, Hindmarsh Shire Council, Mildura Rural City Council and Nillumbik Shire Council. We found that councils do not consistently use asset information to support planning and decision-making. While councils maintain basic data about their assets, the information is not comprehensive or accurate enough. For example, councils do not always include asset maintenance and failure data. Due to information gaps, asset decision-making at the audited councils heavily depends on the experience and judgment of individual staff. This creates a risk that councils will not make evidence-based decisions. All audited councils have governance arrangements for asset information management within their asset management policies. All of the audited councils have asset management plans, either final or draft, that identify and prioritise asset information needs. Despite these plans, councils have not comprehensively documented their asset information needs. The audited councils have complex and unintegrated asset information management systems, which make it difficult for staff to find the asset information they need to support decision-making. Identifying and effectively documenting legal obligations relating to asset information will assist councils to ensure they collect the right type of information. For example, we found that all but one of the audited councils keep information about essential safety measures and asbestos registers separate from their asset information management systems. Further, none of the audited councils had identified the asset information they need to support claims for funding under the Disaster Recovery Funding Arrangements. As a result, councils risk not having the right information to satisfy claims for funding in the event of a natural disaster. We asked councils to self-assess the completeness of their asset information, as well as their confidence in it. We then tested the assessments by reviewing a sample of asset records from roads, drainage and building asset classes. Nillumbik Shire Council had the highest asset information completeness across all asset classes, with an average completeness of 89%, compared to an average of 41% across all other audited councils. Those councils also reported low confidence that their asset information was accurate and complete. There are a number of issues that contribute to incomplete and inaccurate asset information. For example, some councils did not have processes for documenting new assets, and some councils did not have adequate asset handover processes. Audited councils are not effectively documenting and using asset information to support evidence-based decision-making. For example, they do not have sufficient documentation on capital planning or operational planning processes. They also do not consistently use risk information in their decision-making across all asset classes, although all audited councils use more risk information when planning for road and drainage assets. Further, the council's resource capability plans do not identify the need for skills in analysing asset information, nor did the councils clearly identify who is responsible for using asset information in asset planning and decision-making. We made 7 recommendations to Victorian councils. To support evidence-based decision-making, We recommended councils improve their asset identification, data collection, information systems and governance. We also recommended that councils integrate asset management into financial planning cycles, and that councils evaluate their staff asset management capabilities, skills and training. The councils involved in this audit accepted all recommendations. For further information, please see the full report of this audit on our website, www.audit.vic.gov.au.